And welcome back. Okay, so we made it to Alpstad. I also did give people some new equipment, well, basically these daggers in their inventories. I also did plan a little bit more with the Plan Your Perks mod. Also, why does that keep happening? So this guy, for example, will probably go into swords. There are a lot of good perks for swords. But I might change my mind with what we do with everyone. Also, it's not even all that likely that they'll ever make it to level 11. But we'll find out as we keep playing. So we have 3 Two-Skull contracts here. Let's see. So obviously a delivery we could do. What is this? A standard follow the tracks. Now that I really want to do. And another delivery. All right. Also, there were some sound issues in episode 2 at least. That's my sound interface or audio interface bugging out, I think. But my apologies for all of that nonsense. I've been kind of dissatisfied with this audio interface, so I might be getting a new one at some point. But yeah, sorry about all of that. Also, I am a little bit tired today, once again, so apologies if I freeze with my English, or how should I put it? If I can't really perform in the foreign language that is English to me, then sorry about that as well. And also if my brain can't handle this game at the moment as smoothly as I would like. Alright. But here we are, we have found the thieves, a few thugs, a poacher, a few scoundrels that is, and a vandal. We should be fine against this. Except there is a necromancer. Okay, well that complicates things. I think we will still fight this. We'll just need to try to deny the corpses from Mr. Necromancer here. We do still have the 2 save scums left. Obviously, I would not like to use them this early. But the thing is, when we don't really have much money to get new mercenaries after the old ones have died, if we suffer like a catastrophic loss in a fight like this, then that save scumming is kind of more needed early on than it would be in the mid to late game, where we will hopefully have enough money to just replenish all the losses that we suffer. Anyway, let's try to focus on the actual fight here. So this is 5, 7, okay, so we see everyone except for the necromancer. Okie dokie. So if we can decapitate them, then they cannot be resurrected. And we do have a cleaver here, which means that we might be able to do that. Otherwise, we just want to stand on top of their corpses. So if I move here, this guy cannot attack us. The golden dag costs 5 AP to use now. That's quite a dangerous weapon as well. I think this one is... yes, we can actually see it. So 5 AP to use Split Man. Hopefully our men won't be split. So do I want to get in there with Hilmar? So what is your melee defense? 17. So if I do this, then quite likely I would need to use Shield Wall to keep him alive. The other thing that we could do here is try to get someone next to the Necromancer, in which case he's basically useless. I'll just wait for now, I think. Probably. Or actually, I should decide who's gonna take this spot, so it's probably Latif. So I could use Hilmar against this scoundrel, perhaps. Try to decapitate him. Not yet, though. In Legends on Legendary difficulty, Necromancers have Nimble. I would imagine that is not the case in Reforged, but we shall soon find out. If they do have Nimble, then this is going to be more difficult. If they don't, then maybe we can snipe them. Alright, Latif, let's see how you perform there. instantly wavering, not good. And that is, like I said, quite a dangerous weapon. I think we just go for kills here if possible. Let's see, what is our chance to hit? 45. Okay, let's go for that. Land only one hit, and it doesn't do all that much. Hello, Bozo from the editing room here. So, why am I speaking to you from the editing room? That is, well, there's a simple reason for that. That is because my audio interface, which I was speaking about during this very episode, crashed and basically ruined most of the audio for this fight. I did get it fixed for after the fight, and I will mark it down there, but yeah, my commentary, which was, well, decent or whatever, I'm not really the best judge of how good my commentary is kind of lost to time, so I will do my best to comment on the fight and what I was thinking about while doing it from the beyond. Right, so I'm not going to spoil what happens in the fight, but yeah, we are facing a necromancer here, and there are a couple of ways you can deal with a necromancer when they're coupled with brigands. Obviously, you can get next to them with a melee weapon. Now, that is something that you can occasionally accomplish. It's, I would say it's more difficult in Legends than it is in Vanilla or Reforged. And here, yes, I am wondering where the necromancer is, and he is in the fog of war somewhere. So what I was thinking is that he's probably next to the tree and the bush over there. Now, I won't spoil if that's the correct answer, but that is what I was thinking. And also, the guy with the golden daggers has access to adrenaline, so that is something that I could use in this fight to get to the necromancer. Necromancers have very high initiative, but obviously not higher than a guy with adrenaline. So that is one method of getting to the necromancer. However, currently I am not attempting it, since we are kind of evenly matched in terms of numbers at least. So the other way of dealing with necromancers is just to kill their allies, but make sure that the necromancer is unable to use the corpses. So either decapitate them or stand on top of their corpses. Kind of the same with how you deal with nachos. I mean, this is fairly obvious to most people who would be watching a video like this, but that is what is a consideration in this fight, and it is the first time that we meet a necromancer during this run. Alright, so what I am considering here is which enemies can I attack or kill, and if I kill them, can I stand on top of their corpses? And that is why I sometimes decide not to attack enemies that might actually die to one attack. Right. Using the ranged guys like this for now, and here we see the necromancer's turn order. We have a couple of people with higher initiative than the necromancer. So in Legends, it's definitely more difficult to deal with both brigands and necromancers, since, well, at least on legendary difficulty that is, because they get like a very high amount of perks and I think better stats as well than you get in Vanilla or Reforged. But we currently don't have visual confirmation about the necromancer just yet, so I won't speak too much about that. So here I am going for the kill, but not connecting, and that was only 14%. Yeah, actually, I didn't mean to attack there. That was a misclick. I remember that. And yes, I will do my best to avoid the audio problems that did already happen in episode 2 at the beginning of that, and happened here again. I might have been able to fix them. I do comment more about it after this fight is done. But I suppose there's no harm in saying what I did already. So I switched the USB port for my audio interface, and it's not very likely to actually fix the whole thing, but so far it's working. So that is a good sign. Didn't even need to restart my computer, which I usually need to do when my audio interface crashes. So let's keep our fingers crossed that nothing like that will happen again. Though I'm not too hopeful, since I've had problems with this audio interface for a long while already. Also, I am aware that this is probably not the most exciting commentary I could be making here, so apologies for that. Feel free to skip ahead if you'd like. So shields have been buffed quite a bit. Yes, I think I can say buffed in Reforged. They have a lot of durability, and they also seem to have, well, they have a lot of good perks associated with them as well. I think their shields are better than in Legends as well. So in Legends you have a couple of very nice shield perks available. One which grants, I think, like 10% damage reduction. And a free shield use for the first 2 rounds, or the first times you haven't used it manually, rather. And there we see the Necromancer. Okay, so he was where I predicted him to be. And we can see that he doesn't have Nimble, which is something that Necromancers do have in Legends on Legendary difficulty. So what I am doing in this fight is I am going to try to kill the Necromancer with my ranged characters. And it seems now I am contemplating that option, since he doesn't have Nimble and he also doesn't have Anticipation. I think his range defense is not very good either. So it's theoretically quite easy to actually snipe the Necros. We also have this one Brigand fleeing, which will generate a corpse unless I manage to kill him and stand on top of the corpse. And the Necromancer will make use of that corpse if that happens. I'm still a little bit worried at this point about what the thug with the axe will do. There he goes engaging with the shield walling guy, so that's not too bad. And yes, here I am looking at the perk list. It's not too extensive for the Necromancer. And now I am going to move my ranged characters, it seems. Yes, we need to clear the tree, obviously, to have a good shot. So I am moving every single ranged character, since our opposition is all tied down in melee, so it's fairly safe to do so. I do make a little bit of a mistake in this fight, though. I will comment on that in just a little bit. It did not end up costing us too much, though. And there I didn't get next to the scoundrel. Did I have action points left? Not actually sure. But the thing is, it's not the best use of the guy with the golden dag to go after the guy with the shield there, especially if he's shield walling, and I did have adrenaline active, but I don't really have anything better to do with him, so there I go. I step in and go for it. 47%. And I do get a bit lucky and connect, get the kill, and also am able to stand on top of the guy's corpse, denying it from the Necromancer. So that is quite fortunate. And now we start going for the Necro. Let's see what happens. Start with a miss. What about Leopard? Also misses. Alright, now what to do with the Militia Spear? I am going to go for one of these dangerous weapons. But which one? Which one do I choose? You don't know and I don't remember. Okay, I went for the miner. Well, I'll call him a miner, even though he's not a miner. In Legends, you actually get to fight miners. Not the case in Reforged, which is whatever. And once again, I am worried if I attack, is anyone able to actually stand on top of the corpses that I generate? Do I go for it or not? I don't think I do. I think I wait here. I would imagine that the past Bozo waited. Did you wait? Did you wait? Yes, you did. Alright, let's see. Can we hit the Necro? And yes, indeed, one thing that I am contemplating is getting in melee range with a ranged character, with the Necromancer. So that will deny him his abilities, so he can't raise any zombies or possess them. As long as anyone with a melee weapon is next to him, obviously I can't reach him during one round and switch into the melee weapon. There's the Wiener Ganger, the first one. So this fight went, well, let's actually not spoil it here, but it didn't go perfectly, let's just put it like that. Ideally, the Necromancer never gets to raise any of his allies as zombies. And I'm still sticking with the plan of trying to snipe him. It's not going very well. Let's see what the guy with the militia spear is able to do. I probably decided to wait because of the turn order. And now the Necromancer is free to possess the Wiener Ganger as well. That's not very good for us. There it goes. Now let's take a look. Ouch. So the Wiener Ganger without a weapon was actually almost able to kill there. So definitely need to worry about that when we start fighting more of these Necromancers. Obviously I don't even have anyone with rally the troops just yet, so there is not much use in attacking a place that can possibly spawn ghasts. Because that is a death sentence if they manage to make your people flee. Also, I don't think I've even seen rally the troops on anyone just yet, so we need to find like a monk or something as a bannerman. Obviously, I don't even have the banner just yet because we haven't even completed our first ambition. Haven't been able to reach friendly relations with any settlement. So the bait guy holding the shield is in deep shit here. I won't spoil if he makes it or not. And here I decide to go for damage, I think, even though it's only a 25% chance. And yes, indeed, the Wiener Gangers apply Overwhelm, so a possessed Wiener Ganger, or let's actually imagine more than one of them, they will be quite terrifying, at least early on. Zombies are obviously like mostly deadly at the very early game. That kind of holds true for Legends as well as Vanilla. But we'll see how it goes in Reforged. Haven't seen the tougher tier enemies yet. So don't know how a fallen hero will perform. For example, what kind of perks the Reforged team has given them. And there I go, I have reached the Necromancer, but yes indeed, they do get that kill there. Oh well, rest in peace. But I'm not too afraid of one zombie who cannot be possessed, so this fight is over basically. And my plan to snipe the Necro obviously wasn't, well, it didn't work out this time, so perhaps I should have gotten in melee range there. Live and learn. Then again, if I did get in melee range, it's quite possible that we would be hit by the cleaver, and there we can see that Hilmar actually did get hit by the cleaver. And it was only a 28% chance, but since everyone's kind of still wearing crappy armor, even one hit from a crappy cleaver will hurt quite a bit. So perhaps, yes, perhaps I shouldn't even worry too much about getting in melee range with like range characters that have nearly zero melee defense there, even against a necromancer who can only attack once per round. But yes, the fight is won, and we suffered one casualty. That is perfectly acceptable. And like I said, the rest of the recording should be fine. I did quickly check some moments of it, and it seemed to be all fine. And like I said, hopefully that won't happen again, and if need be, then I will at some point get like a new audio interface or something. I will do some troubleshooting at the very least. So apologies once again for any audio issues. I know how much they can suck as a listener. And it is immensely frustrating dealing with them, especially when, well, maybe not especially, but when things seem to be going well with it and it seems like all the issues are in the past. Also, look at that. Latif is still alive. Suffers some missing nose, which is perfectly acceptable as an injury. Not too bad at all. But yeah, like I was saying, apologies for any audio issues. I will try to keep them at a minimum at least, and if they happen, I will do this again, which is record some audio for the segments that got fucked, basically. So there we go, that's it. Alright, so the audio was indeed kind of bugged, but by this point, for you, it will have been fixed somehow. Anyway, we have 3 level ups, so let's level up Hilmar first, level 2. +4 and +4, very nice. And you did get dodge, yes, so let's get the +6. We'll need to patch up your resolve at some point, but obviously not taking a +2. And I think I will take Pathfinder. I have it planned here. So sure, let's take Pathfinder. I would prefer something like Colossus, but not available. So let's take that. Next up, Hilmar, level 4. Alright, only +1 from melee skill, which means I will skip that. Don't usually like taking those +1s. And yes, indeed, I have planned on rotation, which will get us out of sticky spots, or, well, get someone out of a sticky spot, hopefully, at some point. And you'll go nimble eventually, meaning you will have a lot of fatigue to work with, which would not be the case if you were going heavy armor, not that you could, because you don't have access to it. Right, so now you have rotation, let's mark that down here. Also, yes, I did change the USB port for my audio interface. Now it's not very likely that that will solve the issue, but hopefully it will. Both for you and for my sakes. And here we have Bullseye selected, let's take that. Or planned, rather. Could have also taken Steelbrow, which I did already take on these two. Not that it's the best thing to have on a ranged character, but whatever. Also, you're paranoid. So don't think I want to make use of initiative. Which means I will probably take maximum fatigue here. And hit points, yeah sure, let's do that. Alright, so that's everyone leveled up. What about the loot? Yeah, we got a couple of good armors. Good for this stage of the game at least. So that's a 65. Okay, that will go to you. And you can have an upgrade, obviously. Also, this is a 50 helmet. Yeah, you can have that. 60. Okay, that can go on Hilmar. And you can have the thick tunic. Wear it well. And we did also get another golden dag, which we will, I think, use on Wilhelm, maybe. Then again, you have only 2 melee defense, so maybe we should keep you with a reach weapon, which a militia spear now is, at least for now. Alright, I think that's everything. Let's head back to Alpstad and collect our pay. And we see brigands. I don't think we are up to fighting them currently with the situation with our hit points and our armor. What did this do again? Okay, it's just fatigue recovery. That's not too bad with 97 to work with. So can we actually deal with these guys now? A few vandals. So Latif would not come, which means we have only 7. Oh, what's the button to actually... Oh yeah, never mind, this is not Legends, so in Legends I can assign people in the reserves with a button, but here I need to put them into the very back line. It's been a long while since I played Vanilla, and this is far closer to Vanilla than Legends is. I think we can fight them at the moment. Now, hopefully I won't have to eat my words. Also, is this a better weapon? Yes, it is. Yeah. Okay, so you can use that. Are we ready to go? 66 hit points. Yeah, I think we are. Alright, let's fight them. Now, hopefully we roll well on the terrain. That will basically guarantee the win on a hills map. Okay, well, this is basically nothing. The hunter has a crossbow that is quite terrifying. He also acts very soon. Well, let's see what happens. He waits. Alright, I'll take it. And that is the first kite shield we've seen. These guys are actually pretty dangerous. This pillager is the easiest to kill. Doesn't have a helmet. Or shield. So we can make use of high ground here, hopefully. We do have 3 ranged characters. And they have only 2, which means we should have the ranged superiority. But we'll find out soon if the AI agrees with that assessment or not. They are waiting. Well, I'm going to do the same for the most part. They are advancing. 51 to hit this guy. That's quite good because, yes, he does have a shield. 62 already to hit this guy. I think I'll wait for him to come closer before we attack. 62 is pretty nice though. But I'll wait. He went over there. Alright. 44. I think I'll just go for a couple of quick shots here, though we could also reposition. Very nice headshot. Couldn't do it twice though. Also, is this a reach weapon? Wooden flail? No, I don't think. Yeah, it's not. Okay. So yeah, this mod adds pole flails. I don't think those are in Vanilla. Legends also has them. But I think the AP cost is like different in Legends than in Reforged. Anywho, I think maybe we'll do an aimed shot here. Could also just move to have parity on the height level. Yeah, nah, let's just do an aimed shot. I think 52. Missed. You also missed. That is very helpful. Now here we could use spear wall, but if they step into a height disadvantage, then I won't mind too much. So I think not. Oh, that keeps... Come on, stop that. Alright, 49, yeah, sure. Missed. Ouch. Alright, let's see if Helm can handle. Why does this tooltip... Well, that keeps bugging out a little bit. I would imagine that it gets fixed soon. Alright, so... Come on. What? Let me see what I'm doing. Right, so 41. I think it's better to shield wall. And again, does this weapon ignore shields? Lel. Pound. Ignores the bonus to melee defense granted by shields. So does that also mean shield wall? Probably. But I think, yeah, we should go for damage in that case. And miss. Well, we do have adrenaline with Hilmar. So let's make use of that. And where to... Oh, what the... Oh, you're both named Hilmar. Okay. Didn't even notice earlier. One of you is a bait, and one of you I want to keep alive. After which we will have the proper number of Hilmars in the company, so I don't get confused. So is there a point in shield walling here? Not necessarily, but this guy can step there. Maybe I went too far. Maybe I should have went over here or here. Alright, I guess I will shield wall in that case. 57 or 51. Go for the 57. Very nice. And 65. Can we get the skill? Yes, we can. Alright. Getting a little bit lucky. Apart from this, of course. And we might be losing Lebrecht here if the poacher or the hunter connects with their weapons. Which would be sad. Then again, we can run away. We can bravely run away here, which I will. Don't need his contribution in this fight anymore, at least hopefully. Let's step over there, take the 41 and miss. Alright, once again the crossbow has missed us. That is very good. Very good news. I could get next to the crossbow as well. But maybe I want to wait and see what this Vandal does. Also, if I move, I'm allowing him to reach Wolfgang. Speaking of Wolfgang. Okay, well, they abandoned their ranged characters over there, so let's make use of that fact. Get the better Hilmar next to them. There you go. Oh no, you don't. No escape. Neither for you. And now we can bring Lebrecht back. Not that he'll be able to do much, I don't think. 29. This guy might be fleeing now. No, he's not. Meaning that this guy also will most likely not be fleeing. Could get next to him and shield wall. Or I could just wait. Let's just wait and see what he does. Wait and see. Okay. We do need more help with this Vandal. Taking this spot is a little bit troublesome though. I'll take it anyway. Only 13% chance, so Just shield wall there. $53. Quite a nice percentage there. Might as well use adrenaline. Alright, still the 13%, so I'll keep shield walling for now. I think we are definitely getting a little bit lucky with the enemies missing us for the most part. I won't complain about that though. Okay, how many arrows do you have? Plenty. Plenty of arrows. Also, is there a point in adrenaline again? No, we don't need to. 4, okay. There we go. So far the brigands haven't really been that tough. They're definitely tougher in Legends on Legendary difficulty early on. Then again, I haven't seen the later tiers of brigands yet, so we will find out just how tough they are. So I suppose we could dagger this guy down. I did give everyone daggers, so might as well. His armor has suffered a little bit, but even so, let's see if we can get some. Because even that crappy armor is currently an upgrade. Alright, couple of level ups and a dagger. I think the guy was wearing this armor. Yeah, if so, then very good job, whoever got that killing puncture. There we are, making progress. So, level ups. Beat helm, level 4. 4 and 4, very nice. We do kind of want to get more fatigue, don't we? You are going for medium armor, as that is the only thing available. Would also like to get this initiative up, but I think we need some fatigue at least. Especially with the way this mod works. So let's grab some fatigue there. And I suppose we can get dodge now. Get skirmisher later. Also yes, this guy is probably going for hammers. I have marked that down here. If he's going like in melee range right next to someone, then that's basically the only choice. Could also go pole arms, but let's just go with hammers. Hammers are quite useful. But yes, let's pick up dodge here. It's not going to do like tremendously well, but it is a little bit of help. Next up, Leberth, level 4. Let's take hit points, and I suppose we'll take more initiative. Some resolve would also be good to have, I guess. Sure, I've actually convinced myself there, so let's take that. And I have marked down dodge for you. It will occasionally help us out, maybe even keep this guy alive. So why not? Why the hell not? Don't really have that good of a choice for anything that deals damage here. Well, it's too late now anyway. Alright, let's head to Alpstad. So do let me know if the audio is bugging out or anything. Like any feedback is welcome. And now we have actually money to recruit someone. I do like brawlers a lot. This isn't Legends, of course, so brawlers aren't quite as good. In Legends, they are very nice indeed, especially since they're so cheap. So 180 for the brawler, I think we'll take him. Don't really see much of a point in the tryouts at the moment, since we can't see the star distribution anyway. I don't really care about the early game, what kind of perk trees they have, so that's more of a mid to late game thing, I think, though I could be wrong. So yes, let's get this guy. 1-star melee defense. Determined. Hesitant. 1-star initiative. Okay, so he's like usable. Let's call him usable. Or is it spelled like this? I think so. Anyway, whatever, you get the point. Also, I should be repairing stuff. And we did get the dagger. Who gets it? I suppose you get it. Okay, so a kite shield. 200 durability. That's quite a lot. I think we'll be making use of that. Let's give it to Hilmar. I think we will also give this new guy a shield. And probably this Morning Star. The chance to hit is not very good. Do you get... No, you don't get fast adaptation. Okay. Alright, that's a bit of a shame. In Vanilla, I think most people at least used to dislike fast adaptation. I think in recent years, though, it has seen more like favorable reviews, if I can use that word, or it's just seen like a better perk than it used to be. But I think especially in like Legends and Reforged, since you get more perk points to play around with, taking stuff that isn't super flashy, something like fast adaptation, is quite nice indeed. And it's not like it's only useful in the early game, it will continue to have its use later on. Alright, so what weapon do we give you? I could just go for a militia spear, of course. But the thing is, it only has the... No, it has the plus 10% chance to hit. Oh yeah, it used to be plus 20, so that's why I was confused a bit. That's also a reach of 7. Yeah, sure, let's go with that for now. Would be nice to get more damage from another weapon like a military pick or this Morning Star, but let's go with the militia spear for now. As we're still running into enemies that don't require us to destroy their armor too much. Right, so people are kind of wounded. A lot of them are. We have 60 medical supplies. Let's take a look here. Do we have medical supplies? We do, but they are expensive. We also need food. So let us buy some food here. This will spoil momentarily. Alright, let's do something like that. The tools are also quite cheap. Let's buy some tools. And that is actually quite a lot of money already spent. Ammunition is still fine. Yeah, temple. Temple. So this is quite cheap now. Injured shoulder. That's quite bad, but it's not like something we necessarily have to treat here. So I could be stingy. Definitely don't need to treat a ripped ear. This is kind of worse actually than this one. It's also cheaper to treat, but at this point even 120 gold is quite a lot. I think I will not treat anyone. Alright, so let's take one of these delivery contracts, I think. So this is to Quadim. We've already been there once, haven't we? Yeah, that's over there. The other one was to Olbing, where we've also been already. So where do we want to go? Let's go south for a change. Then again, the thing with the south is I can't really deal with the nomads very well. So let's actually go north instead. Or northwest, to be exact. Right, I think that's all we want to do here. Okay, inventory space is still fine. I could check how the selling price is though. It's not going to be very good. Yeah, it's tolerable. It is tolerable. So I'll sell some junk. There we go. Not sure if I'll ever be using a staff sling on this run again, but let's keep one just in case. And yes, the buglers will probably have a good use, but I'm not going to bother with them for now at least. Will I be using any short swords anymore? Not sure. I guess I could keep one of them. I will also keep the throwing spear, I suppose. Yeah, this thing I might actually want to use, so let's repair that as well. Mark it down for repairs, that is. Also, now we have 2 crossbows. I guess I could quickly check if there's anyone who could possibly use a crossbow here. I don't remember actually what the vanilla ranges are, so I don't know. But I could recruit someone like this Valdemar character here, who could possibly do something. Then again, he is going to consume rations and demand wages very rudely. We can afford him though, so let's get him. Won't be getting any more though. Alright, well, he has good initiative, but that's about it. That is about it, so let's call him Ini ? And give him some gear. If he dies, then so be it. And it's also very likely that he will eventually die. Alright, so is everyone already using a better armor than this one? On the front line, it seems so. But this helmet is definitely better than some of the other ones, so do that. And you may have that. And sure, yeah, we kept the short sword, so might as well get it. Plus 5% chance to hit. Alright, so 1-star melee skill, he will get fast adaptation to help out with that. He will most likely just horribly die very soon, or, well, in the short term anyway. But we'll make use of him until he does perish. So yes, I am going to go 2 times speed only during the night time for the most part. Getting ambushed would be very bad indeed. Detrimental for the success of the run. See some undead tracks over there. These delivery missions are quite good for us at this stage of the game, especially since they also grant us time to heal up our injuries without having to fight. Continuously fighting is of course the way to get stronger in the game, but it's nice to take a breather every now and again. Okay, beast tracks. They are heading away from us, and I will ignore them. We might be getting to Olbing without encountering any enemy groups. Seems that that is going to happen. Indeed. Nearly 1000 gold for that. And what do we have over here? Another delivery to Alpstad. Well, sure. we can do that. Let's check the recruit situation. Don't think I want any more of these low tier bros unless they have promised potential available. Do we actually need food? Yes, I think we do. Let's get some medical supplies. Let's actually get 2 stacks of them now. We are burning through them. And the ammunition isn't very cheap here, but let's get 1 stack of it. I think... There we are. Some thralls over there. How are our injuries? Okay, well, you two still have them. 1 to 2 days, 1 to 2 days. Also, you are healed. Alright. So we now have a full, well, not a full, but a roster of 10 men, which is quite a lot. Well, depending on how you look at it. So the Olbing militia is going to reach these barbarians first. We do see this group of brigands though, and I would like to kill them. 5 of them left. I could get some kills there. You know what? Sure. We are doing better with money and experience and all of that, but still some more of everything would be very useful. So let's see if we can get a kill or 2 here. I think it's quite probable that we will be able to get a kill or 2, maybe even more. Though maybe not. Maybe the militia are just too strong for the barbarians. Well, hopefully we get at least 1 kill, so this wasn't a waste of time. So you are still stunned and soon to be dead, probably. Okay, well, might be that we get 0 kills here. Stop being so damn good. Also, yes, this guy has suffered more than 50% damage, meaning that even if we get the killing blow, that's not going to help us out. Need to get this kill. Or maybe this guy, but yeah, that's not going to happen. Just not going to happen. Usually I don't like to fight enemies with the help of the AI. It just makes the game a bit tedious. Early on there are some clear benefits to doing so. But yes, it seems that we won't even get the 1 kill here, though maybe it will count as 50% if we manage to kill this guy. Nope. 0 XP, 0 loot. Good talk. Alright. Well, we can go for these guys instead. Right, let's turn this on. This fight should be pretty easy, though there is the definite possibility of some deaths. Death is always lurking behind a corner in Battle Brothers. Choke point here. I don't really need to make much use of it, though. Would be far better if we actually had some real reach weapons instead of this militia spear only. Nice. That went way, of course, but that is to be expected, I suppose. Also, this armor would be pretty nice to have. Don't think I want to try to dagger him, though. So once again, I think they will just keep walking up to us since we have the range superiority here. So no need to rush in there. Should have put Wilhelm somewhere else though. So did I move these guys too close to this weapon? Perhaps. If this is 2 AP to move. Yes, okay. 5... Okay, never mind. He can't use his split man by moving there. So I was wrong to worry. They're waiting around, huh? Well, 2 can play the waiting game. There you go. That's the spirit. So I have taken like a cursory glance at some of the perks available in the mod, and at least a few of them punish the use of waiting, which is an interesting mechanic. Not sure I'd like to use those perks though, since I do abuse waiting quite a bit. And it's going to be, for my adult brain, a little bit difficult to actually remember if someone's taken a perk that punishes waiting. So we'll see if I actually use any of those perks. We shall see. Alright, I guess you just step in there. Good shield wall against this guy. Do I want to, though? We are acting before him anyway, so I don't think there's even a need. Well, obviously not if we act before he does next round. I really need to find like a real reach weapon. Okay, 1 down. 2 down. So yes, indeed, in Legends, brigands are far tougher. The early brigands, that is. Now, is this guy going to step in there? Moving in is not optimal, but wasting action points is also not optimal. I think I just stay put. This guy is... They're not going to flee just yet, so he is going to step in, I think. Obviously, I'm wasting the action points of these two, but oh well. Sure. 64, okay. Now, does he act before we do? No, okay. Well, that's quite good. Alright. Stunned, but I did wait, so that will clear. Do I actually have a shot here? No. Alright. Get in there. Okay, well, I don't want this guy to flee, and we might be able to dagger him down, so let's not kill this guy. He is already fleeing anyway. there you go. Rotation. Okay, well, that actually makes things easier for us. So don't shoot him with an arrow. We can shoot this guy though. Lower his resolve. There goes the stun. Okay, 27. Nope. But fast adaptation will definitely help. And eventually we will land a hit even without fast adaptation. Stunned again. Okay. Right, 37? Nope. What about 47? Yes. Alright, there we go. Alright, a couple of more punctures to go, and that will be the end of this fight. And that is that. Alright, a couple of level ups. Well, 3 of them. A couple of decent armors. Decent nimble gear. There we are. And I think that's enough for now, so thanks for watching, and I will level these guys up next time. So yeah, see you then.